Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows, Hypnocrow. My name is Melody, for those of you who are new to my channel. Welcome. Thank you to each and every one of you guys, whether you are a returning subscriber or a new subscriber to this channel. I am grateful for each and every one of you, and I am thankful for all the love and support that you guys give me. This video is for the star sign of Aries. Doesn't matter where you're at in your chart. It is a timeless reading, so when you find this reading, you are meant to, whether you are an Aries or just somebody who is intuitively guided to watch this video, always listen to your intuition. Okay? Allow your intuition to guide you in all aspects of your life. So, before we get started into your video, before you, let me look on the light and see if we can shine. See, it's glaring. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's turn it back off. Anyways, you see this is the past life oracle card. You see the door is open here. So you have door number 1, you have a door number 2. Both of these doors are closed and locked at the moment. Okay. So you have an option here to choose door number 1 or door number 2. Always allow your intuition to guide you, of course, but you have 2 different options here being presented in front of you, where one of them is going to open up and you are going to be able to walk through. Okay, so before we get started here, Aries, you and I, the viewer, are going to take 3 big deep breaths in for 3 seconds. We're going to hold for 3 seconds and then we're going to release for 3 seconds. Okay, so go ahead, close your eyes. Now allow yourself to focus on your breathing and start to relax your mind and your body. First breath in. And as you release, now relaxing even more. Take another big deep breath in with your eyes still closed. You can now see these 2 doors being presented in front of you as you're holding this breath in. As you exhale, you see both of the doors are closed, but only one is unlocked. We are now calling in the spirit guides for those viewers who are watching and or Aries to guide them through these doors. So now you're going to allow these guides to walk with you. And as you exhale, you're relaxing even more. You're going to feel a humming sound, or you're going to feel a vibrational change happen, but you're going to understand that it's their presence and that they're there with you. Allow yourself to gently reach out to the door that you are meant to walk through. Take another deep breath in, even deeper than the last one. And then with this exhale, you're opening up your mind and your heart, and allowing yourself to be guided through the door that you're meant to see and hear what you are meant to see and hear. Now you may open your eyes, listen to that intuitive guidance, and pick your door. Okay, for those of you who picked door number 1, let's go ahead and get started here and see what does your door look like. When we walk through door number 1 for either the viewer or Aries, what does this door look like? What's inside this door? What's a picture of this light? When they walk through the door, what's a picture of this light? For either Aries or the person intuitively guided to walk door number 1 by their spirit guides. Scribe or writer. So perhaps you had a life as a journalism in a past life, in a newspaper, maybe wrote a book, or even go as far back as perhaps being a scribe, such as writing on the scrolls. So this is a life coming through where you did something with writing. Maybe you were a publisher or you published books. Let's see if the underlying energy is trees. Trees. So you could have wrote books about trees. For some of you, you could have sat underneath the trees. That's what helped to inspire your writing. You had a connection with them. They helped to ground you. For some of you, you could have been an automatic writer. Let's check and see what's underneath here. Farm. Trees. So you worked on a farm. And you had lots of trees on that farm, possibly even you live with your parents, but I feel, had the druid path. You walked the druid path, or lived in Ireland with your parents, and you lived on a farm that had lots of trees, and I feel like you would go perhaps underneath the tree and meditate. Yeah, male, female. Yeah. And I feel like you made a lot of money at this throughout that life is what I feel. I don't know why I felt the need to go through that like that, but I feel like those are some hidden energies. But I feel like for those of you who are connected to trees today, such as maybe an activist for cutting them down, or maybe feel pulled to protecting places like the Amazon and their trees, or wilderness in nature and forest. You have an interest with all of that regardless of what it is, but I feel like you write about that, or in this life you have an interest to books about this situation, like gathering them and knowing them. And I feel like it has a lot to do with this life here. So scribe, writer is the same thing. I feel like but in this life you were definitely were definitely a writer. I don't feel like it was that long ago either. For some reason, I don't feel like it was really that many lifetimes ago. But we are going to check into that with the Akashic Tarot for those of you who chose door number 1. Door number 1 for Aries, or the viewer that was intuitively guided to come to this reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut them. Underlying energy. Okay, the Buddha prepares, number 13. All right, so I feel like a lot of you, um, I do. I feel like you sat underneath a lot of trees. I feel like you connected with nature. You connected with the trees, Aries, in this past life where you would sit and write books, and that's where you found your source of inspiration. Because when the Buddha prepares, see all the people in the background. I feel like you used to maybe give sermons, or you had a following, right? You had some sort of a following here. Um, right? A lot of people followed you. Where's it at here? Farm, father. Yeah, I do. I feel like you had a following. You had a lot of friends. Even as a child, you always, like, I feel like you were around a lot of like-minded people. But I feel like you drew these people to you. I feel like you could have wrote poems, or you could have taught how to meditate and to go within, and how to open your heart to the vibration of nature, and trust perhaps the knowledge that came down through when you were in meditation, right? When you connected with the trees, and then after you were done, journal that, write that down. I feel like you were very spiritual. I feel like you were sort of a spiritual teacher in this life. Yeah. Okay, so caught in the ruins, King of Scrolls, and you wrote about it, right? You wrote about this situation. The Muse, yeah, there was a source of inspiration that hit your heart. Yeah, Archangel Gabriel, where you connected with the angels. Yeah, Archangel Gabriel, scribe writer, a beautiful energy. And then on the bottom underneath that, will, wisdom, and mind, you brought the three of them together. And therefore, you were a direct channel with Archangel Gabriel, and you trusted the thoughts and the wisdom that came down through, because you know that you connected in all areas, right? Mind, the source of inspiration, you know where it came from when you connected, right? You connected with the trees, with nature. So you're holding that scribe in your hand. You've already written a few of them. The Caught in the Runes talks about the runes of life, things crumbling around you, and like the two different perspectives, the growth that can come from it, or the emotional and mental version that you see of the darkness, the gloom, and no way out, right? There is two people sitting in there. If you can see it, there is two people sitting in there. See how one side has the tree, like the way out, the growth, the positive side, right? And then over here, there's nothing but wreckage. And I feel like that's why here you are, standing here looking over at this situation as, okay, things had to crash away so that I could open myself up to this source of inspiration by going within and preparing myself. And that's what this life was about, preparing me for this. For a lot of you, you journaled messages, you were psychic, you were clair. Scrolls here is about our mind, right? You have 4 major arcanas here, Aries or viewer, where trees were your muse, your source of inspiration came when you grounded your thoughts and you put your focus, right, to within and trusting and Oh my goodness, what a beautiful energy. You turned your back to the ruins part and you gained the source of inspiration of why things happened. And you understand that it was all preparing you for this activation in this life. Um, and I feel like that is such a beautiful energy. Why? Because you're connecting with the messenger here. Archangel Gabriel, he's the messenger. He's the claircognizant. He's the clairvoyant, right? He's the one that you listen to, like that inner voice. And that is awesome because that is exactly what I see here. And this was a key moment for something positive, I feel, in this life. Some sort of activation in this life. So I feel like for some of you, again, you could be somebody who's an environmentalist. You're protecting things. You have lots of deeds, lots of ownership of lands, and I feel like you're very protective over them. And I feel like you go through walks through these lands, and it's like a source of inspiration for you. And then you go home and if I feel like you are a journaler and you sit down and you write about it, or even sit underneath the trees. I feel like you still do that. There's a major connection with trees and connecting right here. See, here you are, the King of Scrolls, right underneath the tree, underneath the Muse. There's all kinds of just look at it. To me, it looks like some sort of a flower bush, or tree. But it's a beautiful card. But the Muse is about that source of inspiration within us through finding that balance. 7, 6, 13. Right here, 13. That's why you were turning your back to looking at the situation as the runes. Because you know that this was all divinely planned. Alright, it's so beautiful. Alright, so the next message is a blunt message that from this you in this life that's coming through here to you in this life, in this now moment, that's important, that you need to know. A blunt message from this person coming through in this past life to this person that is in this now moment watching this video. Aries or viewer, a blunt message to either Aries or just the viewer in general who chose door number 1 into this past life. So past, this message from that self to the current self. You are being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. So a past life message to this life is you're being shady. So this could be Archangel Gabriel coming through telling you, look, right, with the runes part, shit could get ugly. Things could go down real quick. So I feel like Aries, he's warning you, watch out. I feel like this is a strong message from Archangel Gabriel. Watch out. Be aware of how you're viewing a situation in your life. Be aware of it. Because if you don't look at the brighter side of why it happened and the lesson I feel involved, right? Because everything happens for a reason here, right? So pay attention Something in your life, something is either about to get ugly or already has been ugly in your life. And how you're looking at it, because it says watch out, how you're looking at the situation, shit could get ugly, or it could be a source of inspiration that's being preparing you for something better. So I really feel strongly that you need to journal your emotions and your feelings. I feel like it's very, very important. So they're telling you to eyeballs, right? And here, like I said, you are looking over at the situation, which is the means. At as this situation as a source of inspiration instead of a source of ruin. Mm-hmm. Back to that, alright? So I feel like that message is very significant, and I feel like they're bringing it up bluntly at this time. That's what you need to know. It's very important when you come across this video. Alright, so the next deck is the Soul's Coaching. So this is what your soul is bluntly trying to show you, guide you, tug you towards, or just an inner voice message. Aries, or the viewer. Okay. Freedom, boundless freedom surges through me. Freedom. So I feel like I feel like telling you to be the shady thoughts. Maybe you are one of these people who wish things upon people. Be aware of that. I feel like be careful what you wish for, right? I feel like too, there is a sense of freedom too of what? Look. See how the horse is running back towards this part of the runes where the tree is, the growth is, right? There's a boundless freedom when you look at how you can look at the situation as a period of growth that's bringing you a source of inspiration, a source of freedom from some sort of toxic situation, right? To where shit could get ugly. So I feel like they're telling you don't allow yourself to get sucked in, right, to the shadiness. Alright, so that is what I feel. And then a message from your higher self, a blunt message from your higher self, from this life into the now moment life. You are being divinely guided. You can clairaudiently hear Archangel Gabriel. He was definitely with you in this particular life that's coming through. I will say, I'll say 3 lifetimes ago, maybe less, but I feel like all of them have been preparing you for this right here that you are being warned about. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull that card. Accept compliments. The next time someone gives you a compliment, say thank you. Don't shrug it off, play it down, or reject the gift. You'll be denying yourself and the giver the opportunity to share any moment of gratitude and love. Exercise your self-esteem and soak it in, superstar. Think of compliments as little confidence builders. Inspiration. Soul vitamins, right? Inspiration. You are worthy of praise, right? You are worthy of it. Accept compliments. Compliments brings freedom, right? Freedom, which raises your self-esteem, which gives you inspiration and confidence here to feel worthy of this. So Archangel Gabriel is bringing this in. You've been prepared for this all along, for this freedom. So all you have to do is be aware. Be aware of where you put your thoughts, for one, and how you're looking at situations in your life. Be aware and watch out for people and situations who are being shady, and don't be shady yourself, right? Free yourself from people who are like that, right? Free yourself from that. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in that energy. Okay? So that is what I feel you need to know. A blunt message from this self to you in this life. Free yourself, as I feel, from being caught in this situation, caught in this. I feel like you've repeated this lesson a couple of times, is what I feel here. That's all little U's in the background, some of it, and some people that you've picked up along the way, but I feel like a lot of those are the other U's from the other lifetimes. So I feel like that's what they're telling you. Break free of this cycle. It's time. It's time to see all of this as a lesson, as a source of inspiration that has been preparing you for this. And write about it. Write about what you know. Write what Archangel Gabriel says. He comes through all the time. Write stuff down, right? You get downloads. Journal this stuff. You see things, journal it. Write everything down. Because when you are very spiritual, very connected, I feel like they're telling you ground your energy on trees. Trees are, hug a tree. You want to ground your energy real quick, hug a tree. That's the quickest way. You know, trust me, it works. So that is what I feel for that, a blunt message. So this is future energies. So this is where you're at on your journey right now. He is still with you today while you're watching it. And I feel like, you know, with the Buddha's prepares and you have Archangel Gabriel coming through here, I feel like people are waiting to hear from you as well. Right? Because that's what it means to have him in reverse. It's time to come out, because people have been waiting for you, and when it's in the other way, people are preparing, waiting for you to come out, and here you are coming out in this, and you're writing stuff down from the things that you found when you went into this meditation, and you connected. Yes. Alrighty, so where are you at right now on your journey in this life when you're watching this video? Wishing well. So you could be trying to bring a wish into reality. And then we have Heal the Ouch 38. I like that card. That's a pretty cool card. Okay. So, alright. So, where are you at on your journey? First of all, I see 2 8s. 8, 8. So, I do feel you are mastering something absolutely with the double numbers there. And then you have a 4 and a 3, which adds up to a 7. 7's to me about challenges that come, that you can conquer for, and these are easy challenges that you can conquer to add a next layer to your stability kind of situation is what I feel here. And you have wishing well, so I do feel there is a wish here. A wish to do what? To heal some sort of a wound, which is a 38 adds up to an 11. So there we go back to that mastering something. To me, this right here looks like a crown. But she looks like, you know, I don't know, she reminds me of the maiden days. She's some sort of a symbol on the front of her dress too. I'll hold it there if you want to pause it and look it up. But yeah, it looks like a crown to me. So heal the out. So I feel like coming into this reading, either Aries or the viewer, somebody is wishing to heal some sort of a wound. Could perhaps even be wishing to reconnect with somebody. Maybe even wishing to heal somebody too. Desire is the sacred impulse for life. Feel it, but let go of all attachments to ownership. Right, exactly. Let go of all attachments to any, perhaps with the heal the ouch wounds, because heal the ouch is talking about, you know, what do you want to do? Heal the ouch. You want to heal a wound, something that hurt. At least that's how I take it, right? So, forgiveness is the healer of the soul. So if somebody desires or has an impulse to I feel like somebody is in the process of forgiving somebody who will not take responsibility for or ownership of the wound is what I feel. I feel like they're just letting it go is what I feel here. And I feel like that's why they're telling you watch out, shit could get ugly, right? So don't be shady about the wound is what I feel here. Now I kind of see it, right? It's about, you know, they're needing to recognize you're part of it. But if you know the other person is not going to take responsibility for them, what you need to do is wish them well and say goodbye to the situation, right? So exercise self-esteem. Right? Exercise self-esteem. And either take responsibility or just let it go. The fact that somebody else is not going to take responsibility, and look, now she's looking back at it too, right? The fact that, you know, just take it as a lesson learned and a source of inspiration of why maybe it had to happen, because it could be preparing you again for something better, right? So don't be shady about it. Just, you know, accept the fact that this person may not be able to, they're going to deny it, right? Now just look at it that there's a better opportunity. There's a better opportunity that is going to be used as a source of inspiration. Alright, so let's go ahead and move into the next deck here. Alright, this is the future energy. So that's where you're standing at. It's exactly where you're standing at. And they are worthy just to wish them, say, hey, I wish you well. Justice. Fight for justice, equality, ruling. Yeah, so that card popped out, right? It's an injustice. There's nothing you can do about it, right? This person's denying their part in the responsibility. So I feel like they're telling you just accept it and move on, wish them well, and let it go. Because if you don't, shit could get real. Justice system. Aries. So I feel like you're dealing with something with the justice system in the current moment. And you feel like it's not going to go in your favor. They're telling you just accept the responsibility that the person isn't going to own up to their part, right? Alright, so that is what I feel. Peace. Ha. Right? Be at peace with it. This is the death card. So it could have something to do with a Scorpio. Queen of Michael, so it's about another person. Divine guidance, could be a Taurus individual or a Leo individual. Okay. So what I see is in the current moment, and this makes perfect sense why you got these two cards. Alright, so what I see is the underlying energy, the reason why they spit out injustice is because something, you have, the ouch is somebody was very immature. The reason why you feel like you were injustice is because somebody kind of outsmarted you. I feel like it's it was a marriage is what I feel here. A marriage. I feel like it could have been a Leo or a Taurus or a Libra, a Scorpio, a Libra, a Leo, a Taurus, or an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. So one of pretty much everything, double Libra even. Strong Libra energy coming through here. That's what the ouchie is. Somebody is not going to own up to their part, so you might as well just accept it as an injustice. Agree that, okay, I'm going to find peace in this. I know that maybe this was meant to happen this way. Why? This was all preparation on a soul level to remind me how truly strong I am, that I need to understand that everything happens for a reason and see the lesson in the situation, because this person told a lie. Somebody lied big time. Somebody lied big time. You have a lot of angels around you. Sandalphon, Ariel, Raguel, and Azrael. You have a lot of angels around you. And that's why you're going through this. Because it's all of it is preparing you. Some of you could be getting this nudge right here with the divine guidance. You may be getting this nudge to write everything down that happens to you, but not only that, write a book about it. Yeah, somebody was, oh my, yeah, there was a big time lie, there was a big time lie told on you. Somebody was not truthful in a situation, and it did not, something that was said did not go in your favor, absolutely, and this person said it, they did not go in your favor at all, and therefore I feel like this was a divorce, and this is the current situation that you are in, that you need to wish them well and just move on. We have a 13, an 8, which is a 21, a 16, which is a 7, 27, 28, yeah, a 10, yeah, another 8, right here, 8, 8, 8, just accept it, accept that it has to end, this change has to happen. Accept that this person is going to keep denying their part in this situation. Accept that you need to pull your power back. You need to find forgiveness, right? You need to find forgiveness for yourself, is what I feel here. You need to find forgiveness and peace within yourself, and the only way to do that is to allow yourself to forgive this person for their lies. But you know what, finding forgiveness is not saying, okay, I'm okay with you doing this. No, this is for your own peace of mind, and you're wishing them well, and you are telling them goodbye, because you know that they're not going to own up. 4 major arcanas all in reverse, you know it. And you're realizing that maybe this was just, there's something better coming towards you. You're being prepared for something better. Okay, that is what I feel. Life's purpose. So let's see what your purpose is. You have a lot of angels around you helping you to pick up the pieces from this situation. They're helping you. They're opening up your crown. You know, obviously with Archangel Gabriel coming through, absolutely. Archangel Gabriel, Azrael, Raguel, Ariel, Sandalphon, they're all around you, every single one of them. You are surrounded by angels, and they're helping you to heal this. They're helping you to accept this. And I feel like that's why I'm feeling so strongly that grounding yourself to the trees will help you with this. This is very important with all this coming through. What's your purpose for those of you who chose door number 1? Career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you joy, abundance, and desire you deserve. So for some of you, you could be jumping out of the justice system and changing careers. Something you've been wishing for. So something you've been wishing for career-wise is about to change, because I feel like you can't take being in a justice system. For some of you, you could be a coroner. And this is something that you don't want to do no more. Exactly. I do feel that for some odd reason, Aries or viewer. I feel like you're a coroner. Or maybe you want to change to that. It's something you've been thinking about. For some of you, you could be becoming a medium too. I'm feeling that as well. A medium, especially with Divine Guidance, which is the Taurus card. But you need to balance your head and your heart to connect. But the reason why I say medium, this would be the death card. That's the death card. Career change. Yeah, look at this. Trees, environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. That's why you got the trees coming through here. So for some of you, you could definitely be doing a career change where you are becoming a forest ranger. Some of you, and that could be what the justice is. Maybe you're changing from maybe being a magistrate to becoming a forest ranger. Like downsizing the badge a little bit. Because you have this connection with the earth, with trees, teach, right? Teach about nature. Scribe, writer. I feel like for those of you who are thinking about that, I feel like you're feeling this tug right here at a soul level. And I feel like you haven't answered it because you're like, well, I don't know if it could say downsize the badge from being something here up higher in the justice system to lowering yourself to being that forest ranger or you know what I mean? Something along them lines. Somebody, game commissioner, even. Something that's elected right here, justice. Game commissioner, even. Because of a lot of, if you're a game commissioner, you see a lot of death, specifically with animals. See the lion, the cat, specifically with animals. And you're like, man, can I really do this, right? Because I'm not going to be able to heal the ouch, you know. I mean, I'm not going to be able to heal that. But this is something that I've been wishing for, something that I've been feeling drawn to. Am I going to have the stomach, right, to deal with dead animals? Because look at heal the ouch. There's animals on it, right? Animals. Game commissioner. Leo the lion. So for some of you, it is about facing the facts that maybe not everybody is going to agree with your choice and what you want to change in your life. And that's okay because it's not their choice. It's your choice. And I feel like who cares what they think as long as you're listening to your intuition, because I feel like Archangel Gabriel, you have a whole spirit team around you guiding you. For some of you, you can even have a connection with animals clairaudiently, where you're able to communicate with animals right here because you have a special connection with them. You have a connection with some animals to know what's wrong with them, to heal the ones that are still alive. You know what they want, what they need, right? You're very sensitive. That's why you're surrounded by angels. And you are, because you're an earth angel down here to help heal. heal the ouch of the world, to help heal the ouch of animals in nature. You have a special connection to them. You have, that's why in this last life you were being prepared for this life. And that, I felt that from the very jump. You're surrounded by angels because you're an earth angel yourself. They're all around you. Okay? So you are meant to teach the world how to heal the world, how to heal Earth. You are part of that plan. That's why this is so important to you with all these major arcanas. Very, very important part of your journey. Very important. Okay. You need to be writing this stuff down. You need to be journaling. You're a direct channeler. That's what the crown's showing. That's what you're meant to do. Alright, so the next message is, what final advice does the universe have for you about how to take the next step in this life? And for that, we are going to use the Keepers of the Light Oracle card to see who's coming through with the message. What final advice do you have for Aries or the viewer? Aries or the viewer for star number 1, what final advice do you have for them? Serapis Bay Ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. Exactly. Archangel, right? Yep. So advice is to rise above the darkness of the ouch of the world and light the way for other people, because you are meant to guide, to protect, to teach. So move into your true self as the earth angel, that you are here, you are surrounded by angels, you're being divinely guided. Ascension. You're ascending. All these other lives were preparing you for this life. That's what he's telling you. All of these other lives prepared you for this particular life. That's his advice, or hers, or the deity. Serapis Bay. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Yep. You are here to bring a change to the world, to nurture, to teach about Mother Earth, about the animals. You have a connection to animals. You are here to heal animals, to teach about animals. To change the world, right? The earth. That's what you're here for. To light the way. To bring about the change. Because you are connected to the earth. Wow. This is very powerful. The signs that they're showing you that you, the person who chose number 1, is an earth angel. The signs they're showing you. What are the signs that they are showing you now when you're watching this video moving forward? red, passion, anger, courage. Right? Nothing can change or grow or evolve or move without the courage to move, right? Nothing. So it's about healing the anger, the ouch, that anger, that ouch there between you and other people. You are here for a specific reason. Not everybody's going to agree with your path. People are going to crucify you. People are going to be injustice. People are going to talk about you. It's about understanding that, right? Understanding that nothing can grow without all the different feelings. But it's still having the courage to protect and to be this angel and be connecting with all your other angels as well, the other earth angels. I feel like you're going to connect with all the other earth angels. You're going to connect with them, and all of you are going to raise the vibration of the earth, and it's going to bring about profound change of love instead of so much anger and hatred. It's going to bring a profound change of love, passion, compassion, courage, strength, evolution to everything, even the trees. That's what I see. And you are here to shine. You are also here, and they promised you. I feel like there's a gift, a reward coming to you, is what I feel. There's something promised to you through after this lifetime. But I feel like too, this is something you've been preparing for, something that they've been shining you up for, like a diamond in a rough. Through all of these lifetimes, that's what I feel. How everything you have went through all of these lives, all these different emotions here on earth with the red earth chakra, root chakra. And one final deck of cards, which is the Crystal Vision Tarot, just to get a little bit of a peeksy-boo into maybe a particular area or something, to see what the tarot wants to bring through here when it talks about final advice for the viewer or Aries. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles, there's the Earth Angel. Oh, look at that, King of Pentacles. So again, it's about bringing balance here to Earth of the masculine and feminine energies and helping it all to ascend. I feel like for some of you, there is definitely another person involved, but I feel like this is more of, again, protecting and teaching and guiding everybody about how to bring in this sense of balance, to bring in this change to Mother Earth. That's what I feel strongly here. You're being polished for this. So I feel like they're telling you, and I did pull on the back here, I'm pretty sure, male and female, right? Male and female. You've come through every other life. In that every other life here, as male and female, king and queen, has been all part of the plan that has been preparing you for this life. They've been polishing you here on earth. So you went through, I feel, at least 3 lifetimes ago that has been preparing you for this situation. Aries. Every other life. That is what I feel. And now you're moving into your true self, which is bringing a change in the evolution of Mother Earth. where she is growing more trees. She's going to grow more trees. She's going to grow and evolve. Not only just the humans, but earth, everything, like raise a vibration. You are part of that evolution that is coming with humanity and Mother Earth. You're part of it. You're here for that reason. You've went through many lifetimes as the opposite sex to prepare you for this situation. And I feel like you know that. You already know that. And you should be writing about everything that comes to you. Everything. Because you have a connection with Gabriel. He talks to you now. He's the messenger. He talks to you. You have a direct link to him. So write stuff down. Journal everything. All your dreams. All your experiences. People you cross paths with and walk with for a bit. Right? They're all part of that plan. And again, look at all these people in the background here. This, I feel, like some of them are you from previous lifetimes. Because you've been preparing and being polished for this. Some of them are other people, but some of them are yous from a previous lifetime. See the enlightenment? Every lifetime is giving you enlightenment. It's opened your heart. It's been preparing you. And that's what this message is all about. And that is what I say. Thank you for watching, Aries, and have a great day. Alrighty, for those of you who chose door number 2 for Aries, or the viewer who is intuitively guided to watch these videos, let's walk through this door into your life. Let's get a picture of this life. Let's get a picture of this life. Walk through this door for Aries or the viewer. Get a picture of this life. What does it look like for Aries or the viewer? Door number 2. Mother. So for some of you could have been a mother at wisdom. So you could have been one of those mothers who were open to all different kinds of belief systems, such as maybe you believed in unicorns and fairies, and you told your kids, right? You told your kids these stories. Which is absolutely beautiful. Perhaps even about, maybe you lived on a farm as well, and how, you believed in angels and everything is beautiful, right? And you altered every other life as male and female. And I feel like you had a lot of wisdom to share with your children. And for some of you, this could be you coming through this life as you had a mother figure, or your mother believed in unicorns too. Like, she was very open. She would tell you stories, right? She would tell you stories, and through these stories, it helped you to open yourself up to different ideas, such as there is unicorns, there is fairies, there is angels, there is this, right? And you felt that your mother passed this wisdom down to you, through you, into your children in this lifetime, in this particular lifetime that's coming through. So either you were a mother, which I'm sure you was at some point in time, or this is talking about your mother when you were a child, and just one particular memory that you could be having too. You could be having a dream about this in this lifetime about this situation. Let me hold this picture or this card up to the camera. That way, in case it wants to trigger that vision. See how she would read you stories right here. Read you stories right here. But that's okay. You know, that is okay, right? Because you, and I feel like you lived on a farm. You lived on a farm where you had horses. And you would often look at them horses as unicorns, as miracles, as magical, right? See how the horn is pointing over towards that story, that book. So I feel like your mother was very gentle towards kids, towards animals. I feel like your mother could have been even empath at some point, but she was very good at the stories. Through her stories, she would give wisdom to children as well as you, if you are that child. Or this could be you passing this wisdom down to your children today that has been handed down through great great grandmother to great grandmother to to grandmother to your mom. Do you see what I mean? Like down through, like the stories that's been passed down through the lineage of mothers here. And all the wisdom that they've gained. For some of you, it could be magical, right? You can have the power of magic. When I see unicorns, I think of magic. For some of you, it could be magical. And the book that's been handed down could be a book of shadows. I'm just saying. I'm covering all options here, Aries or viewer. But there's been a lot of stories told, handed down through your lineage, that there's been a lot of wise wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot of stuff pertaining to perhaps how to run a farm. Maybe this is the generation, the thing that's been handed down. Perhaps there was a farm handed down through generation after generation after generation after generation. And you, currently, the person watching this, could currently have that farm or maybe sold it. That is what I feel here. So let's go ahead and tap into your Akashic records. This is the Akashic Tarot for Aries or the viewer here. For those who chose door star number 2, let's tap into this one. For Aries or the viewer about this light. Let's tap into the Akashic records of this life and get more information. Divine physician. Okay, so for some of you in this life, you could have been a doctor. A veterinarian is what I feel. For some of you in this life, you could have been a veterinarian. I feel that very strongly. So if you have a pull to animals, or being a vet, or working on a farm and working with healing animals, that's because this is part of who you are. So I feel because in this life you were a veterinarian. We have wisdom coming through here. So I just feel like you could have this magic touch with animals. And I feel like this life is coming through to tell you that wisdom still lies within you. You still have the capability to access it. Okay, the paths unknown. So I feel like this could have been unknown to you. That's why it's in reverse. The Muse. Caught in the runes. And Community, 8 of Roses. Okay, so this is talking about this life. So this here card is the underlining energy. That's that physician energy. So here you are presented. We have scrolls. Scrolls represents our mind. It represents communication. It also would be like the Suit of Swords and the regular Taurus with the 8 here. Paths unknown. So before you in this life, there could have been a couple of paths that just showed up in front of you. One, it looked like a little overrun, a little perhaps unknown to where you were going or what your next step was. And the other one looked nice and clear and it lit the way. But in this life, I feel like that goes back to that farm energy, that farming, right? So here we have the inspiration, which is about a muse, right? So I feel like you definitely were at a crossroads here. When it comes to, I feel, a career, and I feel like this muse coming through is, I feel like, lighting the way that is not totally lit. It just shows like the first 10 steps here. And I feel like you are being inspired to take that road. Because I feel like it's a lot brighter. Like I feel like it's catching your attention here. And I feel like that's what's like tugging at you. However, there is a fear of moving forward and things falling, things being ruined, things not happening. And that is why I feel like you have this right here in reverse. I feel like you had an option here in this past life to be some sort of a veterinarian, because you have this angelic, you have this wisdom within you of the angels. I feel like for some of you, this goes back to somebody who is an animal intuitive, an animal whisperer. You have that wisdom to understand psychically through the angels, right, coming in, and they like communicate with you. But I feel like in this past life, I feel like you didn't trust that source of inspiration, is what I feel. So we have starting off with an 8, and we have a mirroring 8. We're talking about roses here. This is talking about family members. This is talking about, well, on the card it says community, like-minded individuals. This is about our emotions involved in the situation. It's about romance. It's about love. It's about family. It's about the community, the people around you. So I feel like if you notice the rune part of this card here, let me bring it up to you, is touching the 8 of Roses, which happens to be in reverse. So I feel in this lifetime, I feel like there was a lot of shame. Because again, I feel like you were an animal whisperer, an animal intuitive. And I feel like there was a lot of shame within the community with having that ability to be able to, I feel like you had this natural healing touch with animals. So I feel like when an opportunity may have presented itself for you to heal, right, on a farm and to perhaps make a business out of it, you perhaps didn't take it because I feel of the community shaming you. And for some of you, you may have even chose that path and the community shamed you for having that ability. You're very intuitive. You were very in tune with the animal nature. You were a natural healer of the divine nature of animals. And I feel like your family shamed you. Perhaps a mother figure shamed you in that life. So I feel like it's coming forward to you in this life because they're telling you that wisdom still is within you in this life. That wisdom is still within you. You still have the capability to heal and connect with the animal nature. You still have it. Right there it lies. The source of inspiration. You know it does. You have the capability to see into an animal and tell what's wrong with it. You still have it. You still have that capability within you to telepathically tap into the animal and be able to tell what's wrong with it. You do have that. It is within you. Right? Because you can talk to the angels. Capable to right, there's trees, Mother Earth. But I feel like there could I feel like this relationship was karmic, and I feel like the reason why is because karmic relationships usually involve lessons, which could be why you got 15 and 16, moving from one to the other, seeing the destruction of it as a chance to grow, right? And that's what you are, that wisdom still lies within you in this life as, okay, this past life lesson made room for growth. That's the inspiration within me to want to move forward, to want to perhaps step into an unknown path and be that veterinarian or be that animal whisperer. To be that. We have, 1 and a 5 adds up to a 6, a 1 and a 6 adds up to a 7, so you got 6, 6, 7, 8. Connection. Alright, so that is what I see into your past life. You had two paths in front of you. And I feel like you probably chose the wrong path, right? Because things got ruined. The community, I feel like you did it. I feel like you did it for a while, but I feel like the community destroyed you. They, your family, your friends, everybody kind of like broke you. But that's okay because you gained a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge through that situation. And now I feel like you're getting another opportunity to go on this journey again with the wisdom that you have from this life. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull what is a blunt message from this self in this life to you in this now moment in this life. What is an important message that's blunt from this self here to the self that's watching this video? Is there a blunt, important message they need to know right now about this situation? A blunt message from this self is, you think someone is lying. Yeah, pretty much. Right here with community card, you think someone is lying. They are. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. Exactly. Trusting, right? That's why that's the community card. Somebody, shaming you, lying, right? You think someone is, they are. You're trusting it. So again, somebody I feel in this life really, like I said, caused the ruin of perhaps this career that you were starting, the ruin of this farm. Perhaps even started as a child where somebody busted down your belief system as believing in the magic of fairies, the magic of unicorns, just because they wasn't able to move past stepping out of this limited belief system, and believing in miracles and the unknown, right? Seeing things from all different angles. It's like they were focused on, this is the way it is and that's the way it is. You can't do that. You don't have the capability, right, to communicate with animals, to understand them. You don't have the capability to, somebody's lying, but you're not going to be able to catch them up in it, right? They are. If you think they are, they are. Trust that. Trust it. Yeah. Trust the unknown. Trust what you feel, the vibration of it. The wisdom still lies within you. Are you a human lie detector too? So am I. Alright, so Souls Coaching. So this is a message from your soul, a blunt message from your soul about this life that's coming through here that you need to know right now. A blunt message from your soul about this life that's coming through here that you need to know right now. Sanctuary. I am divinely guided gently and lovingly, and that is the honest to God's truth. You are with the inspiration there in the Eight of Scrolls. You are divinely guided through the unknown by what? Trusting the vibration of what, trusting the vibration. You feel it gently and lovingly. Sanctuary. By going within and trusting that, right? Trusting the guidance, the inspiration, because you can feel it, right? You just know when somebody's being honest. Some of you are a human lie detector, and you know, definitely, you knew this time you had that wisdom within you. It was like a magical ability. You just knew, and I feel like you upset a lot of people because you knew. Okay. So let's pull a one more card. This one is from your higher self as well. A blunt message to the viewer from this self. A blunt message to the viewer from this self coming through to the viewer now. A blunt message to the viewer. And that goes exactly back to this. This is not your tribe. This is somebody who is narrow-minded, somebody who is not open to somebody else's point of view. Somebody who talks lies, somebody who's, nice to your face and behind your back has a whole different story, right? That's these people. Slander, try to ruin you. Your higher self is telling you, find your tribe, find people who raise your vibration. You know, look at this, all different colors. Root chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, solar plexus. Right? People who jam with you, people who resonate with you. Your spiritual tribe is out there, and once you find your tribe members, rejoice together, motivate each other, support each other, and stick together. Share your accomplishments, your hopes, desires, and heartbreak. Praise each other and offer the kindest tough love when needed. There's strength in numbers. You're never alone. So this self is telling you that, right? Pay attention to that. If you think somebody is lying to you, they probably are. But you will find the ones. You will find the ones. Right? Tough love when needed. If you think they're lying, confront them. Right? You're divinely guided. But do it gently. And that's right here. That's coming through. But that's the message of what you need to know right now. If you think somebody is lying, then the kindest tough love when needed, gently and lovingly. That wisdom is still within you. So I do feel it may have something to do with family members. And you being a human lie detector, you know that somebody is sitting. I mean, you got a community here. You got 3 people here. You got a bunch of people here. Like there's a group of people, whether it's family, your friends, even where you go and if you're religious, where you worship. There is people lying behind your back or lying to your face, and you know that. You can feel it. So it's like they're telling you, kill them with kindness, right? Don't allow them to ruin you by breaking you down. Alright, so that is what I feel blunt messages to you. So the next one is future energy. So this talks about where you're at on your journey right now when you cross this video. Where is Aries or the Leo at on their journey when they find this video? Where are they at in this life on their journey? Where are they at in this life on their journey? Where are they at in this life on their journey? Listening. Listening to gently, right? Listening. Trusting your intuition. Trusting your spiritual vibe. Right? And sticking together with the people who are good for you. Right? And giving a case of kind but gentle, tough love to the ones who are lying is what I feel. That's the unloving energy. Oh, ride the wave. So you have some spirit animals coming through here. Elephants. Listen to the wisdom, right? You got right here the elephant. Listening to that inner wisdom is right off the bat what I feel intuitively for this first card. And look, we have another number 8 coming through. Listening to the wisdom. So you got the 8s that are mirroring each other in this past life. Now you have a 53, which adds up to a late 8 coming into this reading in this life where you're at. Learning to listen to that inner voice. Knowing who to support and praise and share with, and who to offer a nice, kind, sweet case of tough love to the people that you know, and you know in your vibes that is not being honest. Who, it's like trusting who your true vibe is right here, listening to that vibration. of being divinely guided to trust who is true and who is not. And that's exactly what your soul's advice is for you. Find that inner sanctuary to listen to that still small voice within. Ride the wave towards success. They're telling you you can overcome any challenge. So this could definitely be about another person. With the fish coming through, it could be about a Pisces. But this is a 14, which is a 5, right? So there's challenges here, right? Challenges. So let's go ahead and talk about listening for you. An open heart will hear the message. Right. An open heart will hear the message to trust who is true and who is a liar. And that is where you're coming into this life as on this journey right now. Mm-hmm. That is exactly it. And then you go into riding the wave as, you know, you're trusting your tribe right here. You're trusting who's true. With the 2 dolphins coming through, you're trusting who's true to your tribe. Somebody who could be your confidant and ride that wave of fortune, find joy, happiness, success. Right now, success is easy and effortless. Exactly. And that's how you're looking at it, right? You're listening to that inner vibration. And you know who is true, who you can ride this wave towards success with, right? Who your true spiritual tribe is and who isn't. You're trusting that and you know it. You know you're not alone because you know who's true and who isn't. That wisdom still lies within you. And it's because in this past life you had to gain this wisdom. You had to. I feel for some of you with this card coming through, the your mother in this life could have been a Pisces. And she could be somebody who's coming through with this message and this wisdom for you. And it's going to be very healing. So you need to open yourself up to it. You need to open yourself up to this healing. And that it will help to heal this situation that's coming through. Is listening to that wisdom within you. And allow that still small voice to guide you forward. And trusting who is around you, talking smack and manipulating behind your back, and who you can trust as your true tribe, who can help you step forward into this gift and be a true healer, because that's exactly what you are. You are a healer. You are the divine physician here. You are divinely guided as a healer. But in this life, you are unable to access it due to the runes of other people's having to put their nose in your business and their belief systems. They stopped it. But that wisdom, that energy still lies within you. If you listen to the voice in your soul, the divine will guide people towards you who are your soul tribe, is what I feel here. So let's go ahead and pull, this is the Archangel Power Tarot, and get a little bit more information about where you're at on your journey in this life, moving forward in this life. Well, we have a couple cards pop out here. The Lovers. So it does have something to do in this life with a divine partnership. That's why you got 2 dolphins there. King of Gabriel. Somebody who could have fire strong in their charts. And 3 of Ariel. So I feel like there was a lot of challenges in this relationship. I feel like you come together. All right, the connection was intense. The connection was passionate. The connection was very inspirational. There was a lot of heat between you two. All right, the connection was like instant, passionate connection, intense. And then I feel like what happened is something broke you two apart. A separation happened. Is what I feel. A separation happened here. And I feel like then somebody started questioning, is this person for real? Is this person my soulmate? This person could have lied to you, right? With the 3 of Ariel. This person could have lied to you. And I feel like you could have, again, known that they were, right? You know that they were. Maybe there was somebody else involved in the situation and they wasn't honest about this other person. Could have been some dishonesty. So let's go ahead and I quit shuffling because some cards popped out. Let's go ahead and pull a couple more cards here about the situation. Okay, 8 of Michael. So there was a lot of, somebody was all wrapped up in their head about the situation. The 4 of Raphael. So here we have somebody. I feel, okay, so we have a 6 mirroring here. We have the 6 with the divine counterpart, Lovers, and we have the 3 and the 8, which is 11, which adds up to a 2, plus the 4, which is 2 plus 4 is a 6. So there's a mirroring here, is what I feel. Okay, a mirroring between the divine counterparts, and I feel like this is a breakdown of what is being mirrored between you two. So I do feel there is definitely a separation happening here. And this separation was to happen. So I feel the separation was the drive behind. I feel some letting go of some profound mental and emotional stress that this person was under when it comes to this relationship. So I feel like somebody, I don't really feel 100% that maybe they was lying. I feel like, let's pull another card here. Yeah, the Ace of Ariel. Yeah. I feel like this person definitely wants another chance with you. And I feel like if that's what you need to do, what you need to do is just trust your intuition in this situation. Because here you are, Aries, in your zone here. You are mastering this. You are... I feel like you need to open up your eyes and look at the bigger picture of this situation. I feel like you need to definitely listen to your intuition, because I feel like if you think somebody is lying, I feel like you need to trust that. But I kind of feel like in this case, they may not be. Okay? And I feel like that. All right? I feel like you really need to, right here, right? I feel like there could be somebody with the Lovers card coming through here, because we're talking about Gemini. Gemini's where they're the communicators, right? I feel like you need to just trust your intuition on this situation. is what I feel, Aries. Because something may not be as it seems, especially with these two cards in reverse. Something may not be as it seems. Okay. And I feel like it says you are never alone, right? You really aren't. I feel like that even though you guys may be in separation, I feel that you are still energetically connected here. I do. I feel like you are still energetically connected. But I feel like you really need to listen to your intuition on this situation. It is very, very important. Trust that intuition, because I feel like this person truly is your soul tribe. Right here with the Lovers. They truly are your soul tribe. So something that somebody could be telling you something, and that's exactly what I feel. Somebody is coming in and I feel like they're whispering something in your ear. And I feel like it is a little bit of gossip about your person. Perhaps why you guys are already separated, or perhaps this could have caused a separation, and you come back around to find out that this person was actually lying. They wasn't being truly honest. And I feel like you're just realizing that they were just trying to cause some drama, and they did. And you're realizing that this person is not your true tribe, right? Because why? Because you're listening to what they are saying with an open heart. With that open heart. And you're trusting the vibration that this divine counterpart with the Lovers card is giving you. You're trusting that vibe. And you're sticking together. And that's exactly what I feel. You two are sticking together. And you've got each other. And you're not going to allow somebody's lies to affect the relationship. New beginning. Okay? So there's a separation that happened due to the lies that somebody told about the other one. And it goes back to this past life energy. It happened to you again in this past life energy. So in this life, you are learning that lesson of not listening to what everybody else has to say and trusting your own vibe, and if sticking with the people whom you know are on the same vibration, and letting go of the ones whom are on a lower vibration than you, not better than, but a lower vibration than you. People who are lying, people who are gossiping, right? And that's because you've learned this lesson. You've gained the wisdom from it in this last life, which activated you in this life to be able to sense that as well. And now it's very healing for you is what I feel, right? There's divine communication, right? That's what I feel. So let's go ahead and move on into what is your purpose in this life? What is, you the viewer, what is your life's purpose in this life pertaining to where you're at on your path? What is your life's purpose in this life pertaining to where you're at on your path? In this life, what's your life's purpose? You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. So they want you to know you're on the right path, right? You are. You're going to be riding that wave of success. So listen to your intuition, which is exactly where you're at. You are listening to your intuition and you're trusting that you're on the right path, and that you are aware that you are on the verge of a new beginning is what I see here. Artist, engaging in artistic abilities beneficial to your career in every other area of your life. So you are an artist, so you could be having a new beginning. Maybe you draw pictures of animals, but you draw farm scenes. Maybe you are a physician and that's what you're musical, and your music is very healing. Maybe you learned to use a certain vibration for animals, to heal animals, to calm them down. I do see you working with animals here. You've got horses and unicorns and elephants and dolphins, and I feel like you're very talented, very, very talented, but you are definitely on the right path, and they want you to know that. They want you to continue to listen to your voice within you and stick together with your tribe. Because you all are creating. There's strength in numbers. There's a bunch of things creating. There's strength in numbers when you all work together with all of your different gifts. It's a major healing process that'll take place, is what I feel. So they're telling you to support each other regardless of what your talents are, right? And be kind regardless. And trust. You're never alone. You're on the right path. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull who wants to come through for final advice. Final advice for the viewer. Final advice for the viewer. Who wants to come through for final advice for the viewer? Okay, so you got two, Isis and Lord Shiva. Isis, your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused so you are a magical manifester. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Alrighty. So final advice is you're definitely on the right path. It's time to rise up with this new power within you and create. Dance with the universe. You're being shown the steps, right? Steps are being given. You're being shown the steps that you're on the right path. Did I pull them cards? Not yet. But you are magically manifesting. You're creating your own reality. Right here, artist. And you are engaging in this magical manifestation. So you got Isis and Lord Shiva. So this could be, again, divine counterparts. Sununos, life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. So you have your life force energy is very empowered. It is increasing. You are dancing with the universe on a very passionate and sensual state. I feel for some of you could be a Kundalini rising energy, especially with the Lovers card coming through, where you two are going to be as thick as thieves. You two are going to stick together. You two are going to dance together and co-creating in your magical ability. So there's definitely a divine counterpart somewhere in the mix of your life in the present moment. I feel like you guys are in separation, but I feel like when you come back together, you are going to dance together in perfect harmony. When you come together, And I feel like it's a Kundalini awakening. When you come together energetically, there is going to be a lot of magic happen in that state. Okay? So be aware of that. And I feel like that's what they're telling you, the advice that they're giving you. And that's why it's coming through these three. There's a lot of passion in this, a lot of fire in this. A lot of healing. See how the snake comes up? A lot of healing. And I feel like it's connected to the moon. Specifically, maybe any element of Earth, Aries. So let's go ahead and pull another card as it pertains to advice from the universe about taking your next step. Advice from the universe to you, the viewer, about taking your next step. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Yeah. So you're accepting it. And you're rising up out of it, is what I feel. And what it's doing is it is igniting your solar plexus, your psychic power, your magical power. Very magical power. Spell casting. But you had to go through this in this past life to open yourself up to this power. Oh, wow. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what signs they are showing you. What signs are they showing you? What signs are they showing you? Signs are they showing you? Well, if you're watching this and you got chills, that's confirmation this reading is for you. And I feel like they're telling you you've been in a period of incubation with this power source for a while. And through being in a period of incubation, you have been going through this lesson of accepting things, accepting who you are, accepting that there's a lot of things that you cannot change, such as what other people have to say, what other people think. You cannot change that, right? And you need to accept that. You also need to accept that, you know, this is a divine counterpart, and when you two come together, it's going to be as if by magic. Like, things are going to open up to you that maybe you did not realize that you had before, such as this magical ability. And then two more cards just to dig in just a tad bit deeper. Two cards as advice that you're giving the viewer. Okay, so advice you're giving the viewer. Okay, so we have the Justice card coming through here. So Justice and the Sun card. So I do feel they're telling you that this goes back to your energy, life force energy in the solar plexus, having the freedom in that life force energy to manifest success, to manifest definitely positive things. With the Justice card, the Justice card talks about legal things, right? Legal things, making something a binding contract, maybe realizing that this you have this contract with this divine counterpart. This divine counterpart could be a Libra or a Gemini, could very well even be an earth sign, but I feel like it's about Again, being contracted at a soul level with this divine counterpart in how opposites attract to one another. Opposites attract to one another for healing, for activations, for courage, for balance. And now we have the death, right? We have the death here. So I feel like you both have had to go through a lot of painful situations through your lives. Your journeys could have been very similar. I feel like, but that's okay, because between the both of you, like I said, you balance each other out because of the fact that you perhaps have been on similar journeys there, Aries. But I feel like it all had to happen so that you could shed something. And it is shedding, right, the heaviness of caring about what other people think, right? Raising your self-esteem and finding that sense of balance and healing of being able to fulfill your own cup is what I feel is the message. So thank you for watching. For those of you who watch, whether you're an Aries or a just intuitively guided to watch the video, have a great day.